What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. That's right, I'm back. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to be talking about the Netflix original series, Beef. This show's pretty damn good. Before I get into it, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are on this review. Did you enjoy the show? Did you not enjoy the show? And without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Oh, and also this video is brought to you once again by our partners over at Diet Smoke. That's right, dietsmoke.com. Get there, enter the promo code BrickWall23 to get 15% off your first order. More on that later on in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on this review, right? So this show, Beef, it stars Ali Wong and Steven Yeun. I hope I'm saying his last name right. I don't know how to say his last name. He was in The Walking Dead. He's Glenn in The Walking Dead, and he also played Speckle on Tuca and Birdie, which is funny because Ali Wong was also in Tuca and Birdie. She played Birdie, opposite of Tiffany Haddish Tuca. So there's a little bit of something. I gotta talk about that show too, Tuca and Birdie, because that show was pretty damn good. But outside of that little tangent, the show Beef is pretty much about two I don't want to emphasize their race because their race really doesn't have much to like. It's it's not to me, race isn't like important to point out, but in case you guys want to know or you haven't figured it out by the two main stars that are in this, it's about two Asian Americans. And I say it like that because I don't like pointing out race. Like I don't like doing it. Like you're a character and your race doesn't define your character traits do. A little bit of a tangent, but okay. So it's about pretty much two people who they get into a little bit of a traffic altercation where Ali Wong's character beats the horn and then flips Steven Yeun's character off, and it just chronicles just how they start being at odds at each other, and just like it's really crazy how they keep being intertwined with each other, just trying to get revenge on each other, right? So the character name anyone plays Amy Lau, she's like a entrepreneur who does a lot with like plants and flowering and stuff like that, and art. And she's got like this big deal coming up that she really wants to get that'll help her expand. She's worked so hard to be an entrepreneur, just like many entrepreneurs out there. She worked very hard. She's about to get her big break, and it's just really just trying to keep her composure because she's seen as like such a perfect person. Oh, you're so perfect. You're so happy. How do you do it all the time? How do you make yourself, seem so stress-free and, et cetera, et cetera. And deep down inside though, like she's a firecracker. Like she's just ready to go out. She feels like no one listens to her when she tries to vent. She doesn't get that proper time to do so. She doesn't get that time to herself because she's always so embedded and engrossed in work. And it even comes out at one point during the series that she's sexually unsatisfied, so much so that they have to hide a gun from her in the house because she gets off. Like in this scene, they show it like she literally like gets off very sexually to a gun, like to play. Like she's rubbing the gun on the eye, pulling the trigger, no bullets coming out. She's getting all hot and bothered. Like in the term, she's masturbating with the gun. And she even says it like, I masturbated with the gun. Like so it's very interesting, her character. And like I said, she's just essentially she's just a businesswoman trying to get that big break so that she doesn't have to work so hard anymore, right? And then you have Steven Yeun's character, whose name is, okay, I was right, Danny Cho. So Danny is kind of like on the opposite end of Amy, if you would say so, right? Danny, yeah, he does work hard. He's trying to have his own business up, but the thing is, it keeps failing. He had this incident where his cousin pretty much kind of screwed the whole family over. His cousin Isaac, played by David Cho, pretty much screwed everybody over, and they ended up going to jail and kind of put the family in this crazy position. And he has so many different business. He was an independent contractor, and it didn't work out for him because one guy he's working with wanted to fire him. He's pretty much like down on his luck, living out of a motel, everything like that, right? And on top of that, he's also taking care of his brother, um, whose name I don't have right in front of me. Real quick, hold on. I don't have the brother in front of me. The brother is that's not the brother. Is that the brother? That's not the guy that plays the brother. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Y'all know how I am about my information, but no, I'm going to find what the cousin's name is, but not the cousin, the brother. I'm gonna find what the brother's name is. I'm about to right now. Um, but yeah, he's like pretty much he's taking care of the brother, and he blames the brother for holding him down, but and holding him back, and not being the reason he's not able to accomplish all his goals and dreams and stuff like that. But as the series goes on, you find out that that may not really be the case, and that there may be a deeper rooted issue there. With yeah, it might be a really yeah. His younger brother's name is Paul. That's why I was like, it's played by young Mazzino. Um, and he's the younger brother who's kind of suffering through a quarter life crisis. This is character, and yeah, he's just really trying to get himself together in a way. Like, you'll kind of see it like if you watch the series. I'm not going to spoil it because it's a really interesting development that happens midway through the series. It's 10 episodes, and as you get closer to the end of the episode run, you start to see like, whoa, wait a minute, I did not see that coming. That things weren't always as they seemed. You find out a lot about their backgrounds, and it does this really interesting one of those where dives into their background and their lives and everything before they met each other, but not like directly like the day before or the day of the accident. Like, no, it kind of gives you like the childhood, kind of like how they grew up, certain things, you know what I'm saying? It's just with them being I believe, of Korean and Japanese descent, just like different, like, different ways they were brought up, especially with Ali Wong's character, Amy. I'm not gonna hold, she got a backstory that's just like, whoa, like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, so essentially, like I said, this show is about two strangers who get into a road rage incident that brings chaos into their lives. That's what the little short description of the series is. And like I say, it does start with that, road rage thing with them beeping the horn at each other, and pretty much Danny's pretty much chasing Amy through the entire city and just trying to cut her back off, trying to get revenge. Doesn't know that it's a female in the car, just knows it's a person, an asshole to him who flipped him off and everything. So he's just trying to get back at him. So it gets to a point where this is where I kind of like the series a lot, because it's like it does this, like, with the characters, they get kind of like upset with each other or whatever the case may be. Like, well, they get upset with their lives, and so their way to take it out, or to vent, or to release that frustration, is they're gonna go and they start looking up. Well, not they. It's really Danny starts looking up information about Amy, finds out where she lives, not knowing that it's actually Amy. Just finds out the information for the person who was in the car. He takes down the license plate number while they're driving away and everything, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna figure this person out. Yeah, I'm gonna go and pay for this. Like, he actually paid to get information on the car that he got into road rage with, that Amy ends up owning. But he gets the information, finds out where they live, which is crazy because you can actually do that on the internet. Like, you can do that. Like, you can find out information on people, you type it in, you pay for it, and they give you all the information on a person, which is really freaking crazy. So he finds out where she lives, and poses the contractor saying, "Oh, you got some problems with the roof. I can help you out there. Hey, you mind if I use your bathroom?" He goes in the bathroom, he pisses on the floor, and then all that good shit, and then runs away. And Amy's just like, "Yo, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna give you a bad review. I'm gonna just keep giving you bad reviews, blah 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 blah." And so then he ends up calling her like, "Yo, stop giving me bad reviews. You're messing my business." And it pretty much just goes off the rails from there. But the interesting thing about this show is that it doesn't always just focus on those two characters beefing with each other. Like, you have the episodes, they have their altercations that they meet, they have their times when they are on screen together or when they do have direct issues with each other, but a lot of it really does focus on their individual lives. Like it fleshes out their individual lives that you see, oh wow, Danny's going through this. Wow, I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, he's kind of an asshole. And then you get to Amy, it's like, wow, I kind of feel bad for her. I see where she's coming from, but you know, you gotta kind of stand up for yourself and you know, maybe stop provoking the issue. So it's like both people are kind of like definitely in the wrong, but it's just like it's all about perception and who you want to try to side with. And for me personally, it was hard for me to be like, damn, I take your side, or damn, I take your side, which I think is a great thing because it's just like, again, you're watching this, you're like, wow, they're such assholes. They're not, and it's not that they're bad people. They've been dealt some really shitty hands, and it's okay. Well, one of you or both of you really need to grow up and start taking more charge and taking more responsibility in the things that you're doing, so that actually have life. You know, especially with Danny. Danny, I'm not gonna hold you. Danny kind of got on my nerves a little bit. I was like, Danny, you kind of deserve some of the shit that's happening to you. But saying like you gotta like, and then it doesn't have where Danny actually does get his life together. Like, and it's not like mad far into the show. It's like midway through the show, like by episode 5, Danny, he started going to church. He started, you know what I'm saying, being more, you know, open to, you know, hey, look, I don't even want to have a problem. I forgive you. I'm gonna let this go. Blah 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 blah. I don't want no problems. But then he gets just that one moment. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and fall right back into this. And it's just like, damn, Danny, like he could have just let it go. And it's just like, even his cousin Isaac, who you think is a shady character, and you're not wrong for thinking he's a character. It's like, yeah, you shady, but you're not that bad though. You're just like, you know, you like Isaac is like the sketchy cousin that you got that you like. Man, I know I probably really shouldn't hang around you that much, but it's like the minute you start to rope me into something, I'm gonna have to kind of like back away a little bit. But I still fucks with you because you family. And it's just like Isaac is like, I'm not gonna hold you. Isaac is he's a good person. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about when you watch it. If you so choose to do so. But yeah, Isaac's not a bad guy. And it's a part in the show. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a part in the show where you're just gonna be like, damn that family. Like, damn. Like, that's kind of like on the scale of who does the most fucked up thing in their or messed up thing, excuse my French, and their individual lives between Amy and Dan when they're not from each other. In terms of who does the most messed up things, me personally, I gotta give it to Danny. But Amy, like right there, because it's something that Amy does, and it's just like, ooh, you wrong. You wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. But at the same time, now it's not just them though, because with Amy, it's not really necessarily her. Her husband is a piece of work as well. That nigga did something where it's just like, you're gonna see it in one of the episodes. He does something, you're like, damn, bro, how you do that? How you do that? How you manage to do that one right there? But I mean, overall, like it's a fun thing to watch, especially like like the last episode of the show. I gotta say, I loved it. It you know, it has them. They're not going at each other's neck the whole time, but it's like they're like evolving and kind of getting to understand each other. And you know, just it's very interesting how they choose to do that. It's even interesting the episodes leading up to that last episode. Like, it really could have been 2 seasons worth of content if they wanted to try to like flesh something out for a certain amount of episodes. Then, or they could have did like part 1, then part 2 that makes up a whole season. Like they could have did the first 5, then the next 5. It could have been dropped like that, but they dropped all 10 at the same time, which is not wrong with that. But I did enjoy this. Like, it was just like, especially like I said, especially when you get to this particular episode where it's like everything kind of changes, and you're like, wow, this is completely like. At a certain point, you're not watching what the show presents you, which is 2 people beefing back and forth, and you got problems. That's how it's off, but it doesn't keep that trajectory. It switches it up. It switches it up, and I really like that it did that to the point where, and I didn't even notice it. It's so seamless that when it transitions into giving you something else, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, they are beefing. Damn, they're gonna have to run into each other again. Damn, and it kind of does hold that like that looming uh for lack of a better term, threat over you that's just like, yeah, nah, these two still got an issue. And that's gonna come to a head eventually. But for now, let's just examine these people in their natural habitats. And it's just like, again, it's just like, wow, like, it was funny to watch. Um, and this one episode where shit just goes off the rail. Oh man, it was one episode where things just go completely just like whoo. And it's, again, I gotta put more of my negative points over on Danny's side. And when y'all watch it, y'all might agree with me because Danny did some stuff that's just like, bro, come on, man. But that's not to say Amy was completely innocent, but Danny did on more than one occasion really push the bar in terms of what he should have done and what was right and what was wrong. Like Danny was very clearly in the wrong in a lot of places, but Amy wasn't so innocent herself, which it was a very, very interesting show. Yeah, it was an interesting show. I very much enjoyed it. I think I binged it in like 2 days or like a day or something like that. It was good. It was great. It's funny. The episode titles are very artistic if you're into that type of thing. But yeah, no, like I really enjoyed this show. It was good. And I'm not the only one who's enjoyed it because I've heard a lot of good things about this show. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 100%. IMDb it has 8.3 out of 10. So in terms of my rating, though, I definitely give this a 4.9 out of 5 stars. It was really, really good. No, yeah, 4.9. Like there's not necessarily anything that I can think of to really nitpick at it. Um, I mean, it ends on a point where it's just like it doesn't need a season two, but I mean, I don't know if it will get one with the way Netflix is canceling stuff and kicking in new policies into effect. But I mean, I personally, I mean, I wouldn't mind it if it was like an anthology, right? Like, okay, this first beef for people, and so now the next group of beef is with these people here, and then we got or a different spin on the situation or something like that. I don't know. But I thought the show was good. I give it 4.9. It was very, very good, entertaining show. Um, yeah, and I do recommend it to anyone. If it's from A24, who the A24 is a studio that makes really, really good content. Like you never know exactly what you're gonna get, but you know that you're getting something entertaining, especially if you're familiar with the A24 brand. And I've got nothing but entertainment from them. So yeah, I definitely do recommend. I think you should check it out. It's now streaming. I was about to say screaming. It's now streaming on Netflix. Make sure you check it out. 10 episodes long. Each episode is about 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, too, that's another thing I commemorate the show for. 30 minutes every episode, and they're telling like these masterful stories. In 30 minutes. It's doing so much that it feels like I was sitting there for maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour, but then to find out that was 30 minutes, it's like, wow, okay. This was a very, very well played. So you can do an episode a day or whatever. If you got 30 minutes set aside, lunch break or something like that, you can check it out, 30 minutes, whatever the case may be, however you want to do it. But I do recommend this show, Beef. And one thing I gotta say though, but these people, they probably would have they probably would have been less at each other's throat or maybe more understanding the things. Maybe if they just took a second to sit back and think and maybe drink some tea, maybe go to a therapist or something, but if they couldn't do any of that, maybe I don't know, maybe it could have went ahead and some diet smoke. Maybe it could have went ahead and maybe it could have went ahead and got them uh, some good old diet smoke. There we go. Right? Diet smoke. Our sponsor for today's it is oh, okay. I went out for a second. But diet smoke, this is Delta 8 levels of relaxation. Look at this. You can even now get a passcode, get your free THC gummies. They got Delta 8, which is just more for chilling. Delta 9 gives you that little bit more of a stronger hit, a little bit more of a stronger taste to it. You get your different flavors, strawberry, you know, blueberry lemonade. You know, they could have got some of these nice, tasty flavors: mojito lime, cranberry mimosa, tangerine, grapefruit. I gotta try some of these flavors though. Great cherry lime, apple cider, really? Apple cider and cherry bomb, mango. I love me some mango. You know, you see all the different flavors they got. I there's some flavors, strawberry. I had another flavor too. Um, let me tell you something, man. Those listen, White Smoke is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying this just because you know they're a sponsor and everything like that. I'm saying this just honestly, like, it's good. It's good. Like it gives you a really nice feeling without making you all cuckoo and making you feel all psychologically, you know, weird and stuff like that. Nice, mellow, relaxed feeling, that good high, but not the crazy high, just the good high. And 420 is coming up too, so you might want to go ahead and get you some diet smoke, even though 420 is tomorrow as of this recording, but you can still go ahead, get your free diet smoke off the website like it's offered you there. Sign up, subscribe, get 20% off. Or if you just want to try a little something, support the channel and try your little something, you can go ahead and enter the promo code BrickWall23. That is BrickWall23, and you can get yourself 15% off right here. You can enter this promo code right here on the screen. BrickWall23, get yourself 15% off your first order and really get a chance to try it, relax. You know, I enjoy smoke. I enjoyed it a lot. I've had, you know, regular edibles, gummies. I've had different brand of Delta 8, Delta 9 gummies, and I gotta say, I prefer diet smoke. And that's just the honest to God truth. I'm not capping, I'm not making this up. I prefer diet smoke. So give it a try. Go ahead, head over there. But and go ahead and get yourself a nice little relaxation. You know, if you want to get the nice buzz without the crazy buzz. Okay, so head over to dietsmoke.com and to promo code BrickWall23 to get 50% off your first order. And thank you, Diet Smoke, for sponsoring this here video and partnering with us. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys, though. So Beef on Netflix, definitely check it out. And yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think. Follow us on all social media, all links in the comment section down below. But until next time, you guys stay easy, stay breezy. Peace.